piss on up.
Hi, my name's Gene. I'm getting ready to introduce to you something really cool. Hunting iguanas. Who knew? We have introduced a new program in South Florida and Puerto Rico of hunting iguanas. Hunting iguanas has been in the process for about 2.5 years with us, and we finally released it December of 2015. And since then, we are having a blast, pun intended. Hunting iguanas is something that we have come up with for an alternate hunt. It's the new thing. No one's ever done it. We are the first to do guided iguana hunting tours from the U.S. We are going to Puerto Rico, South Florida, and guess what we're hunting them with? High-end pellet rifles. That's right, 22 caliber and 25 caliber PCPs and break barrels. Some of these guns are shooting anywhere from 850 feet per second to 950 feet per second. Incredibly fast and lethal. You ask maybe, why aren't we using 22s or why aren't we using shotguns? Well, you can go out here and hit anything with a shotgun. Take a 22. You can put a 30 round clip in a Ruger 10/22. You can shoot all day long. That's fun. But with pellet rifles are a little bit more sophisticated. Pellet rifles takes a lot more moving parts to make them work. They've got a compressed air chamber, they've got shear pins, they've got trigger springs, they've got moderators, they've got all sorts of accessories inside that little compartment to make this gun function properly. A powder burner rifle, it has a cartridge. Everything's in this cartridge. The rifle itself has a trigger, spring, and a pin. That's pretty much about it. Yeah, there's some rifles that are a little bit more complicated, but for the pellet rifle industry, these pellet rifles that we are using are amazing. Most of our shots are anywhere from 25 to 30 yards. We do have some long shots that we've shot at 50 yards and knocked these Godzilla iguanas out of the tree. Let me tell you a little bit about our program and what we're doing. The reason we decided to hunt iguanas is because they're very evasive. In Puerto Rico, they are tearing up the island. And in Puerto Rico, they're so evasive that they're going into these crops and the farms and they're destroying the fruit trees, and this is how these guys make their money. And they'll dig holes underneath the streets and create a cavity, which creates a collapse and cars have accidents. And I also dig underneath the dikes of the irrigation canals that these guys depend on to water their crops. And it creates an outflow where the water doesn't get to the crops anymore. This is how bad this really is. Now, what's really neat about this program is that it's an alternative to hunting. You've got spring turkey season. That's pretty much the last of the hunting season here in the United States. And then you got to wait all this time to deer season in the fall. Not anymore. We get to hunt iguanas all the time. There's no season. There's no limits. There's no license. We can go out here at any time and keep our shooting skills honed and have fun and bring meat back to the table. Yeah, I said meat back to the table, didn't I? That's right, because iguanas are amazing. You would love the taste of these. Part of our program is not only do we go out and we eliminate some of these iguanas, then this is the green iguana. They call it in Puerto Rico the green plague. We go over here, not only do we shoot the iguanas, but we're just not throwing them out here and leaving them lay in the field. We're not just throwing them in the trash can to let our trash guys and our our city workers take care of it. No, we are harvesting what we catch. They are delicious. Some people, I like to refer to them that they taste like alligator. Or maybe some frog legs, but they are a reptile. Maybe might taste like a little rattlesnake to you if you've ever had that, which is really good, by the way. But what's really fun about this adventure is that not only is it a sport, but we're helping society. Yeah, we're helping society both in South Florida and in Puerto Rico. In the next few days, we're going to head down to an area just kind of northwest of San Juan in Puerto Rico to a little town called Caguas. In Caguas, we're going to meet our two head guides, Rafael and Abinir, and these are two guides that have researched all of our areas that we're hunting on. They've got permission, they've got permits. In Puerto Rico, we are required to have a hunting type permit. It's more like a business application that we have, and we also have liability insurance, which is a key must in any guided tour. And in South Florida, this is something we're working on, which hopefully will be up and running in the next couple of months. We have secured some land in South Florida. We're really excited about this. The program in South Florida is going to be totally different than the one in Puerto Rico. The program in South Florida of hunting the green iguana is going to be with some kids groups, church groups even, possibly Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts out here. We're going to have events. We're working on having an iguana festival down here. In South Florida, I'm talking about, it starts like at Lake Okeechobee, just north of the end of the lake, and we head up, or down south, a little bit further, even down into the Keys as far as Marathon. That's how far the iguanas stretch in Florida alone. In Florida, some of the iguanas were introduced from the pet trade years ago, and they've multiplied so much. In Puerto Rico, the iguanas were washed over from some of the hurricanes. They're not from these areas, and they're causing havoc with our local animals, our indigenous animals, such as our local birds that nest up in the trees or might even nest on the ground. The iguanas will eat their eggs, and the iguanas will also get into the gopher tortoises' holes, and they will take over their home, and they'll eat their eggs, and then they hatch their eggs inside of their homes. So not only are they invasive with our fruit crops, but they're hurting the other animals that live and need to be here. So we're really doing a good thing, and we're teaching people another form of hunting. Hunting iguanas, who knew? We came up with this about 2.5 years ago. We're so excited about it, and we just launched it back, like I said, in December 2015. And our hunts in Puerto Rico have been so successful, and we're just on the verge of kicking this off in South Florida. And with all the help from you guys and other supporters, this will be the new hunt. This will be the new hunt. Just as squirrel season or squirrel hunting with your grandfather happened many years ago, you're going to be able to tell your kids and your kids and your kids of how the iguana hunting started in South Florida and Puerto Rico as a guide and as education. And we will never wipe out the green iguanas. They multiply so fast. But the fact that the sport will always be here is really amazing. Now, I'll tell you what, we're getting ready to head out the next couple of days. We're going to have some video for you. We're going to have some live footage. We're going to give you guys some tips on how to travel to Puerto Rico really cheap. You guys that live close to South Florida, the hunts over here is a day hunt. You can actually drive within a couple hours, come meet us. We come out and have a hunt. After the hunt, we're going to have a barbecue. We're going to cook some iguanas. And since this is near Lake Okeechobee, it's very possible that we might even include the whole weekend and maybe do a little fishing as well. Speaking of fishing, the other thing to do in Florida while you're here is fish. But you can only fish so much. So what else do you do? Well, come on down, we'll shoot some iguanas. It's really amazing. And just to give you a little idea, when we go hunt the iguanas and we go out on a half-day hunt, this is a full-day hunt. But within about 2 to 3 hours, we've shot anywhere from 200 to 300 iguanas. Yeah, 200 to 300 iguanas. That's huge. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're excited, and we're lugging these big critters out, and we're harvesting them, we're getting them all cleaned up, and you feel like you've actually helped society when you leave. It is one of the most amazing feelings that you'll ever have. Not only is it a sport, but we got this opened up for hunters, non-hunters, anybody that wants to get interested into it. Even the experienced hunter will enjoy this. It's a whole different level of hunting. So you guys, when you get a chance, go to our website at huntingiguanas.com. You guys can find all the information right there. We're constantly updating the website so you guys know when our hunts are going to be. We've already got dates posted for Puerto Rico coming up in September and October, so if you guys would like to get on that, give us a call, hit us up through our website. Also on our Facebook page. We'll be updating that constantly so you guys can stay up to date. When you get to the Facebook page, please like and share it so that way you guys will get the constant updates as well. Guys, again, my name's Gene. We're real excited about this new adventure. We're hoping you guys will come along with us and experience it. Even if you can't get to Puerto Rico, visit us in South Florida while you're here on a little vacation. Or if you live close by, give me a call. All of our phone numbers are on our website and on Facebook. That way you guys can get the ideas of when we're going. We will be looking for new spots in South Florida so that we can maybe even do a little camping. That would be fun, right? Have at the campground after our hunt, we come back, we have this big iguana cookout, we have some rice and beans with it, and maybe even some fried plantains. Yeah, we've done that before too. Oh my God, I'm getting hungry as we talk about it. Anyway, guys, again, visit us on our website, like us on Facebook. My name is Gene. We look forward to hunting with you.
Go ahead and crank this on up.